What's up, everybody? All right, so I gotta talk about something. Give y'all my biblical expertise on a matter, which is a similar matter that I've talked about plenty of times before. Nothing new. It's just that people stuck in their thought process. All right, so on my scroll up, it comes 46-year-old man named Mike marries 18-year-old girl named Deja. So, okay, I'm looking at it, pop, 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 you know, but or already I just wanted to scroll past it because the word marry. So when I saw the word marry, I just kind of like wanted to ignore it. But then I'm like, all right, going into it because they said Kodak Black and I said something about it. It got viral, is in the public. And so you got a lot of people that are not biblically inclined or don't know what the creator want for you on earth. Like they don't know. It's like more so opinions of people's assumptions of what is right and wrong. You know, what is nasty, what is not, what is sick, is what is not sick. People having misperceptions or not really understanding what could be taken advantage of and not. Like you can never say things like what people say without information like that or just looking at face value. Also, when you go from word of mouth and when you hear things out of the horse's mouth, when you hear things out of the people's mouths themselves, when they say things, like normally you hear it from the man's side and then you feel some kind of way. For example, you got like the R. Kelly situation was a girl saying that she wasn't with it. So R. Kelly got locked up. Okay, in the R. Kelly situation, all he had to do was just marry the girl. I talked about that before with the R. Kelly situation. All he had to do was just marry the girl. That was just some kind of situation that kind of like something wasn't met, some agreement wasn't met, some promise wasn't met, and so they took it to the court thing. They kind of felt upset about what happened or what he might have said or something like that, and then kind of like they flipped and then came at him. Anyway, that's a different situation than this situation. You know, this is not the same as the R. Kelly situation. People just kind of like don't understand what to say. They don't know what to say, yo. All right, so first thing she said was, I'm not gonna say the first thing, but what she was talking about, I'm gonna put the video up here. But what she was talking about was she got kicked out of her mama's house, or she was out of her mama's house when she was 16. Like right here.
Everything is done. We're legally married. I'm 18. I'm grown now. Talking about, oh, you just a baby. I'm 18. I moved out my mama house when I was 16. 16. 16. 16. What did I do? Get a job. Get a job. Pregnant and all, working. Pregnant. Working. At 16 with no motherfucking body. I ain't had nobody. My mama was a okay, so what? He's 46, not 50. Thank you. He's 46. Why would I want to be with a young and mother he want to lay and play? He don't know like you said, like y'all said, how I'm young and my mind ain't open all the way. Okay, well, a young is even worse than a young female. Why the would you think that I want to sit around and be with a young that want to other people and don't got his mind made up, don't know what he want, don't want to commit, don't want to get out his mama house, don't want to do that? Why the would I want that? That's not what I want. I don't want that. I want to be with a that know what the he want in life.
All right, so you saw that she's real strong and passionate about the part where she talked about she was out of her mother's house at 16. That is very traumatizing to a teenager. A lot of people are so putting so much emphasis on it's nasty, it's sick to be with a man that's of an older age, and they're looking at it from the wrong viewpoint. I haven't come to a collective whole to kind of put all y'all in the bag yet, to shut y'all down yet. But when you're talking about marriage, I'm definitely going to be able to shut all y'all down. But I just haven't come to that yet, to collect everything together yet. But what I'm noticing is that from her side, is just speaking to her, everybody else, they just sound dumb. You know, saying a lot of stuff that they assuming is the issue, while she at the same time is saying that she's not caring. You know, she married him. You know, they're really going through it. And she known the man her whole life. You know what I'm saying? And she grew up. So who else would you trust more than somebody that you've known your whole life, that you're not biologically related to? So it's not wrong. You know, it's just some man that you know, really. Yeah, you looking at his physique or whatever. That's all you're looking at. His physical body. But when you looking at her, you like, oh, she's finer than him. That's all, like, why is y'all like, that is your source of why they don't need to be together, is like the way she looked younger, and that, the only thing that y'all thinking about is vagina hole and dick sizes. That's all you thinking about. You not listening to what she's saying. You know what I'm saying? The guy named Carlos King, I don't know if he flipping the plan or what. Like, he really happy for the man and the woman, but on his YouTube, he's saying opposite of what he really feeling, because that's what it looked like. But you saying it. So I'm going to say against what he's saying. Like, biblically, let's just go into the Bible with this thing real quick. And then we're going to get into it some more. All right. Those of you who don't know, you know, I'm a rabbi, as y'all say, as y'all understand it as. We know all of the ins and outs about what the Most High want for mankind on earth. Like, what we must do, how we must conduct ourselves. Different things that the Creator tell us when it comes to marriage and all of these matters or whatever the case. We understand that. All right? So it's better to hear it from me, who know what the Creator want, because that's all that matters. Like, everybody's saying right and wrong, you wrong, you wrong, you wrong, you right, you right, you wrong. But it's not based on the one who made right and wrong, who made everything to say this is right and wrong. That's all you're really saying. You're trying to give a moral opinion or whatever the case, but it's not based off of what the Most High Creator, who made this whole existence and mankind, is what he's saying. Y'all just coming out your neck. You don't know what the heck you're talking about. So it's best to come to somebody who know what the Creator wants, the Most High Creator wants for everybody. So what you're saying out your mouth is not applicable to everybody in the planet. You're just saying whatever you're saying according to America's standards. That's all it sounds like, because you can't tell that to somebody in another country somewhere. You can't. They're going to be looking at you like, yo, just shut up, boy. Get out of our country. That's all they're going to do is get out of here. Get out of our country. Like, y'all see things differently. You know, it was not the same here, you know. But overall, what does the Creator want? All right, so let's get into that. All right, by the time age 12 or 13, I'm not going to get to no Hebrew lessons. That's going to take too long. But by the time age 12 and 13, you should be qualified to be responsible for your own transgressions and sins. So you're not of suitable age, you know. The word is na'ara, and for the male is na'ar, young man, young woman of marriageable age. That's what na'ara means. Young woman of marriageable age. All right. Once you hit that bin mitzvah, that bat mitzvah, you call it bar mitzvah. I don't know why the heck they call it that. They're going to have to explain that. But anyway, when you break down the Hebrew in itself, it's bin. Bin means son. Mitzvah means immersion. You know, someone who has now come under the cloak of the commandments of the Most High. Okay. So bin mitzvah, you're now responsible for your own sins. Your parents can no longer cover for you. All right. Even though you're still not considered an adult yet, you know, to go out there and be on your own, but you are responsible for the things that you do while you out there doing things X, Y, and Z, because your parents don't have full oversight over you at that point. You kind of got to learn. All right. So that's what the ben mitzvah is for. It's called bar mitzvah. That's what that's about. You're now responsible for your own doings, deeds, or whatever. So heaven start to look at you. All right. When it comes to marriage, whatever the case, and the intimacy type things, which y'all talking about age and all this bull crap, don't really matter. I'm not going into age, because the age thing don't really matter as far as the man side. What matters is what y'all focusing on, what y'all really trying to say is her body is too young to take a dick that big, or whatever the case, but you get petty and you start looking at things like his weight and things like, oh, he fat, and like it gets petty. You getting petty at that point. You're a hater. You're envious. You're envious that she's married to somebody. You're not even keeping it simple. She's married to a man at 18. Okay, fine. And she's saying that they getting through it. Ain't nothing cut and dry in America. Ain't nothing cut and dry. Like you already heard her. She got out at 16. She had a baby already, and she needed help. And you kind of can put it together. Everybody know that, but you're saying stupid stuff. Like, oh, this is a ticking event. Like, man, just like, it's just dumb, yo. He just hit me with that. The guy Carlos King. Maybe he's saying what other people would say, trying not to lose followers, bullcrap, whatever. But you saying it, so it's just dumb, yo. Got people trying to look out for a situation. Like, why is you watching out for a situation about a man that know this girl better than anybody you trying to send to watch out for something? Why are you trying to watch out for somebody that they know each other more than, like, she know him more than anybody would know him, and he know her more than anybody would know her. So you trying to send somebody that don't know anything about both of them to try to be looking out. Like, you going, like, what? Like, anything that you say, man, this, and this. You going to be trying to look for information, but he and her already got all the information they know about each other. So where you coming from? you're going to get shut down. Like she said, you're going to get dragged. You're going to get dragged. Like, you're going to look at you like, yo, I known this man my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like, my father wasn't around and all this. He not my real biological father. None of that. It just turned out that for the sake of emotions and difficulties of life that was getting so heavy and the child coming out of the thing, you can kind of feel some kind of way that this young girl that you've been there for or trying to be there for her whole life, and her mother messing up on drugs and all this bull crap, she got adopted and all, like she going through it. Whereas though the mother could have just gave her to him so that he can raise and all this bull crap. It's just a whole bunch of emotions that you can't really come out of nowhere or send somebody. You can't be watching them and be judging them. You can't. It's too difficult of a situation. So it's best that you just stay out of the thing. And look at the fact that she's a grown woman with a child. You're not even looking at that, oh, she's taking advantage of. Yeah, somebody definitely did take advantage of her and got her pregnant. Now she's with somebody married that somebody can support her and help her keep her life at some kind of equilibrium as best as they can. Of course, it's obvious that they're not in no moral situation. They need the Most High and all of that stuff, but it shows that there is some love and heart there. There is some kind of morality there, whereas though he married her. So it's not wrong. You're not sitting there just having sex with her. He married her. He loves her. She loves him. They're together. You know what I'm saying? It is not to say that he can't come out of the box and just start getting out there and working out and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? It's just that he's beat down. She's starting to get beat down. You don't want her to get dragged more than she already is and become worse. What, you going to let her sit out there and get worse and worse and worse? And then finally ain't nobody going to say something by the time she turned 20-something. Then she be with him or something like that. You just look at, oh, it's just a old man being with a young woman. You're not looking at nothing else. Just the age part. But you're not looking at the other stuff that she's saying already. She put it out there. So you can't say anything, but people still saying something. The guy Darius King on his YouTube was getting shut down every time. Like, all your opinions and stuff. Like, it's not going to stop anything. You just, like, feeling some kind of way, and then you should sit here. Don't ever do that, yo. I'm going to send people to look on this thing. Why is you sending people to look on the thing? Yo, it's dumb. I would never do that. Because you saw pictures of him with her when she was a little girl. Stay out of that. That's family affairs type of thing. More like friend. That's too close. You can't get into that. They ain't crossed no biological transgression or nothing. I'm trying to keep it to the Torah, but I'm feeling some kind of way on the emotional side. But sorry. Well, let's bring it back, yo. I'm feeling emotional because I hate that, yo. I look at that like she's healing in a way, or you can tell that she's coming out of some difficult situation and mad that people might take away from her only help. So if you try to do something to him, she's now still stuck single with a baby, struggling from 16 years old, out here trying to get a job, ain't even probably graduate high school yet. Come on, yo. And that's what you want to talk about? You know what I'm saying? That's all you talking about. Dang, yo, his dick probably so big and her pussy, and you feeling some kind of way that the sex probably so good. That's all you feeling. That the sex is probably so good and he's so fat, and and you mad because you want somebody young like that to put your dick inside of, to stretch her pussy hole out when you stroking it, so that you can get the hardest nut you can get for 5 minutes and still be able to hit that whenever you're ready. That's all you focused on. So that every time you brought an opinion out, it had nothing to do surrounding the fact that they was married. Nothing. You just kept going off of physical, pointless, aimless things that had nothing to do with marriage. It was just your hatred, your hateration or whatever, your hatred. So the Most High is not saying that is wrong, yo. It is just that once you become of a certain age, you become a woman of marriageable age. But the time clock for the Most High, when the Most High is trying to tell you the time clock for each individual woman, when her body is capable to take intercourse or whatever the case, really is her body is capable to birth children, is when she's on her period. And then you still sometimes have women that are smaller and things like that. We understand that and get that. Some women is just smaller. Even their whole life, women just be small as crap. You got midgets and all that. Women just be small. Some women don't even got lower limbs and be having babies and stuff like that. Like, so we get that. But the thing is that the time clock is when a woman starts her cycle, okay? When she begins her cycle of period or whatever the case, that is the time clock that the Most High is saying she is now fully ready. Her body is fully matured to birth children. Her eggs are mature. This is mature. Everything about her body internally is mature enough to have children. And there's nothing else that needs to grow. She may grow a little bit more height and stuff like that or whatever the case, but it's fully mature. She's fully matured to have children. All right? so she can be married. All right. So whether or not you are or not, you could have been betrothed or this or whatever the case. You promised to somebody so that when you get of the whatever, you might not be ready at the time, and then you get a little older, you ready, or you ready at that moment. It does not matter, because according to the Most High, that was the customs of Hebrew people, the black people themselves, us, the ones that's complaining about them being together. That is our culture anyway, of the Most High Creator that was given to Moses, Masha. That y'all be like, oh my, like, shut up. These were holy people. Who are you? You couldn't even stand in front of the face of Moses and try to be spotting a conversation about anything. Moses gonna lecture you like, man, you don't get and then probably get killed just saying anything out your mouth. Whereas though Moses talked to the Most High, he parted the sea. Like, you ain't gonna be sitting there like, yeah, yo, this, and trying to bring up your little history of your experience of life, when the first thing you thinking is like, yo, how you part the sea? What was that like? Did you really do it? Did you not really? Like, how was that 40 years in the wilderness? That was crazy, shorty. When you went into the mountain with the thunder and lightning, yo, what was that like? You know what I'm saying? When the Most High showed you his back parts, what did he look like? Like, you so mesmerized at the fact of all that he been through with the Pharaoh and the plagues and all this, you ain't gonna want to say nothing out your mouth. You gonna sit there and learn. So when he got information from the Most High to tell them what to do, how they conduct themselves and things like that, intimacy and stuff like that, marriage, that's what he was saying. The time clock. When a woman is in the Ara, she is of marriageable age. Okay? She needs to start looking for a husband. All right? Sometimes you betroth early. You know what I'm saying? You could be having sex early, like Mary, when she had the Savior. She was 15 years old when she had the Savior. She was married at 12. She married Joseph when she was 12. He didn't do anything to her because he was so busy working. So he let her stay in the house and get a little bit mature, get a little bit more comfortable being with him, living with him. And when she was comfortable enough, by the time she turned 14, she ended up pregnant, but he didn't even know. He thought it was some other young boy that got her pregnant. You know what I'm saying? Now, that's another thing, too. If she would have got pregnant by some young guy, or she would have been with a young guy, nobody would have said nothing. Why y'all think that's comfortable? And she said it out her own mouth. You know what I'm saying? If I was with some young guy that ain't got his head on straight, I would have been more messed up. So there are two sides to the thing. A man that's elderly that can take advantage of you, how about this? I'll put it like this. He can take advantage of you for the better or for the worse. He can take advantage of you and make your life better, or he can take advantage of you and make your life worse. Okay, that's the only thing you're looking at. But out of her own mouth, you hear that she was, what it was and what it is now. She in college and all this scholarships. And shut up, get out of there. Like, you going to mess her life up. You're going to mess her life up. You can obviously see that this man is dragged down, struggling himself, and what little bit of love he got left, or what little bit of drive and information and experience he got through life, people dragging him down, he can impart to her to keep her lifted up. Why? Because he loved her. That is his God daughter. You know what I'm saying? And so he's not going to see her down and out. Even if he failing or falling apart or don't got nothing, or he could be, you understand, broken homes or end up, not well off, he's still going to be able to point her in a direction to where her life can be successful. No matter what, he's going to always do everything he can to make her life successful versus some random guy throwing opinions or people feeling some kind of way. Or somebody saying like, well, Kodak Black said I don't know what he said, Bill, but the people saying that he said his father left him and his family for to marry his, same situation. But the only thing about this is that you're noticing is that he's not married already, and he just went and got married. You definitely need to be married in this world. So it's nothing to feel some kind of way about when you're seeing people get married, and it's not biological, it's not crossing biological lines. You know what I'm saying? You're getting married, you love each other, you know each other. It is more proficient and trustworthy to be with this person, and you'll be more secure through all of the mess that you're going through in this life. Nothing but obstacles and evil and crap in your way, so you automatically going to be doing wrong stuff, trying to survive, because it's already a wrong system. So in the midst of it, I can be with somebody that is not going to treat me wrong, even though it's nothing but wrong all around me, and we can find our way together. You know what I'm saying? He's a more older school person, dragging, but she's newer school, and she can still got energy to go out there, to come back and bop. And then whatever he got, he can feed to her and advise of what obstacles that he been through already to know which way, like, no, jump this way, jump that way, because I've been this way before. We're not going to go that way. It's quicksand that way. We're going to go this way. You so focused on he going to take advantage of her and drag her and do her wrong, like some random guy that popped up. No, he always was there, so it's not going to go that way. It's obvious. You know what I'm saying? And it's not wrong biblically. So it just make me angry, yo, when people be hating for real. You know what I'm saying? You so Americanized, and that's how you speaking from the American viewpoint. That's a very beautiful situation. That's a very beautiful marriage, even though they got things to work out just on a moral level to find the Most High and things like that and get these splinters out themselves. You can still see that it's beautiful in the core. It's a beautiful thing how they did it. You know what I'm saying? You looking at physical appearance. So what? He can lose weight and all that. He probably ain't lose weight because he dragged out. He beat down from women. And then look at how our mother talking. You know what I'm saying? And pretty sure he's just going through life and just trying to hold up and stuff, end up having sex with random women and certain women and stuff like that, looking for somebody to marry, thinking people he can trust and stuff, but just kind of was like, man, forget it. I'm just going to get my dick sucked and just keep on moving because, you know, I'm just going to do this and just keep pushing. So it's probably what he was doing. You know what I'm saying? Until he was like, man, this is somebody I can love. And then came out of his store with all the love he got left and put it all on her and married her. And so everything that he went through in his life, and still the love that he never really gave to anybody or opened up to anybody about, he opened up for her. And then look, out of all the stuff I've been through, this is the love I can give you and advice and all this stuff, out of all that I've experienced. And, you know what I'm saying, it should work. You know what I'm saying? Because I suffered so much, I can kind of see a little bit better, you know, what's ahead of the road or whatever. Or what might revolve back around to kind of try to hit you or hold you down. Her small, you know, basically her world is smaller. His world is a little bit bigger. So he can advise her better in her smaller world. And her going, it'd be looking like more like blind trust because she's younger. So it's going to look like blind trust. And yes, it would go the wrong way if you had an older man that was only trying to take advantage of it. But that's like me being a man. No, most I don't know about young men, but most men that been through a lot of mess already, that's older, they not even trying to be with a young woman to mess her life up. They're being with a young woman that they can put their love on and guide the right way. They're looking at it like as if like they had a daughter that they don't want to see, you know, get messed up out here. You know what I'm saying? Or getting messed up more than they are, worse than they already are. And they just want to guide them the right way. They want to, you know, they're looking for younger people, fresher people that they can help. But y'all looking at it that way. Y'all looking at it from dick and pussy. That's all you're looking at it from. Like, dang, yo, she kind of small, yo. His dick probably like a size 9, and she probably going to hurt her. And all that. Like, that's all you're looking at, yo. This really is. You hating. You know what I'm saying? You looking for 6 packs and crap like that. First thing you say, oh, his chest is sagging. And it's all you looking for. You ain't looking for no love. You looking for physical appearance. So you got people watching out just so they can sit in the side like, dang, yo, he looks sloppy and this and that. So that they can, what, go and try to take her from her husband that's helping her life out, going to college and scholarship, while you ain't even sitting there thinking nothing about that. You just looking at, oh, he fat, he this. You ain't looking at her like, dang, yo, she doing bad, yo, da-da-da shit. You ain't looking at none of that. You can't say that. Like, you can, oh, dang, he helping her go through college. He helping her do this, helping her get a business and all this. Like, dang, I need to chill because if I get into that, I'm going to ruin her life. And that's exactly what happened when people get envious. They don't belong to you. You ain't got nothing, no business getting into that situation. That's white people stuff to hold us down from being successful, getting back on our feet, from ruining each other with hate and anger and evil energy and all of this pain, putting it on each other. They see that like, oh no, that's a situation of love. Then put it in your head on some hot wired mess, teaching you some Christian biblical crap that's wrong. And then now you going out there knocking people down that's loving each other. That's all it really is, yo. That's not what the Most High is talking about. It's a bunch of Christian crap. They do that crap themselves, but tell you it's wrong. It's crazy, yo. No, yo. So this she did it. 18. When the woman turns 20, she is in the scriptures an approved full-fledged adult. You know what I'm saying? She should be by 20 already married. After 20, she's like, everybody's starting to look at her sideways. Like, yo, like, why you not married? You know what I'm saying? So she already should be married by the age of 20. Men, they are already prepared for defense and protection, you know, to stand up to protect their country and their people and stuff like that and get married. You know what I'm saying? By the age of 20, a young man is fully ready to go into, you know, the government system of his nation, Yisrael or Israel, the Hebrews. You know what I'm saying? And he can do work, you know what I'm saying? Protecting work and stuff like that. Salvation work.
Yeah, I don't people. And I got the balls. That's all that matter. I got the balls. I can say that. And you know why I can say that? Because I changed. How about you do that? How about you change and stop being with it? That's how about that? How about you change? Some of y'all niggas that supposed to be riding around the motherfucking riding around in rental cars for the weekend, trying to figure out what y'all gonna do in a fucking company car. We own this. We own this. Y'all mad because y'all see us on our shit. Applaud us instead of trying to talk bad about us when y'all ain't even got y'all shit right. Applaud us. Bow down to us because that's what y'all need to do. Bow down. Bow down. The rain. Kiss the motherfucking rain. What's the point of y'all saying all that, talking about, oh, that's nasty, he a predator and stuff like that? Okay, he ain't with y'all. So what? So f***ing what? So what? So what? Y'all just mad because half of y'all mammies be in his inbox. Okay, and if he a predator, he my predator. He's mine. He's not with y'all. I'm 18, so I'm grown. I didn't know that being 18 was something wrong with that. If I recall, some of y'all 18 and still stay with y'all mammies.
Deja's my last child. Her name really is Deja Neaya Evans. Like Davinia Evans, mine. She just got adopted in 2016, right before I came home. Okay, by Ashley Jackson, white. Alright, so, with that being said, Deja doesn't remember when she was little. She don't remember when she was with me. I lost my kids through DCL. A lot of y'all know I used to snort patty, sold a lot of motherfucking drugs. Whooped a lot of went to jail a lot. I was young and wild as fuck. I done apologized and I be goddamn if I apologize any motherfucking more. But you said you married Mike because you need stability. Okay, so your son, your stepson, my little cousin, your little cousin, yeah, he didn't know whether to call you his godmama or his his stepmama or his god sister. I say, is she your god sister or your stepmama or your cousin? He said, she my god sister and my cousin. No, my stepmama and my cousin. No, he said my stepmama and my god sister. That's sad. I ain't smoked powder, smoked cigarettes since 6/24/15. That's my clean date. How about that? Top that. And I ain't have to go to no mother program to do that shit. I ain't have to go to jail, prison, none of that. I just got tired of losing. So I changed my life. Whatever the Leilani, whatever the young Jackson, Huckabuck, whoever the you are, stay out my motherfucking face.
Alright, so that is what that's saying. You know, and she goes on just defending it. Her mother, just like, I didn't approve of this and all that. But all I heard was how her child got adopted. She been through all this and all that. It's, to me, a way of her saying that who else would she really have her daughter be with than that man, because that's her godfather that she known her whole life. And it's a mess out here. I'd rather her be with him than, you know, anybody else. But at the same time, out her physical mouth, she's saying like she didn't approve of it. She angry about the thing, but really her eyes are saying something different. You know what I'm saying? She's saying all this and saying all that. From the biblical standpoint, there's nothing wrong in the thing. That's not her biological father. That's all you really need to focus on. Keeping it short. That's not her biological father? No? Okay. Well, there's nothing wrong with that. Nothing in the scripture say is wrong to marry a man that's not biologically your father. He's not biologically your father, but he is of a higher authority, someone that you can trust, a man that's elderly, that been through the patch already, been through the race already. They ran a couple laps already. You about to run your first lap. You started running and got messed up. Soon as they shot the gun, you start tripping. And he got out there and picked you up and start running the race with you. You know what I'm saying? Helping you like this, that, and this, and this, and this, making sure you don't become worse than what it already is. Oh, you got a child? All right, already that's too far. You got a child by somebody, and where yet? Nowhere. So no, young men be like that, yo. They'll just look at the girl just because she's fine and sexy and pretty and physically attractive and mess her whole life up. Ain't thinking about no school, college, nothing. Ain't trying to help her get a business. Ain't looking for no kind of aspiration. Ain't inspiring her to do nothing. So who cares, yo? Who cares about what America thinks, yo? That's the whole point. And if that's the case, yo, and y'all still feel some kind of way, just do it in secret, yo. F them. Do it in secret like they did. If y'all together, y'all betrothed, y'all promised, then just get married. As soon as you turn 18, get married, and who cares about what anybody's saying? Because don't nobody else love her, don't nobody else love you. It's just that all of a sudden, when they see two people together, these white people feeling some kind of way, using black people to come against y'all, your own people, to hold you down because they see real love in the situation. But ain't nobody even care first. So who cares? Just do the thing secret and just hold on tight, yo. Y'all against the world. The Most High is not against that. Y'all are secretly married, or y'all are married, and you can just come into the vow, make a marriage vow in the name of the Most High. Y'all start following His Torah, His commandments, and then your hearts and your life and stuff will get more purified. And the things that you already going into with success and stuff like that, you can start taking that focus of money and focus of clubs and parties. You can start taking that out of your life and start putting more purpose in your life of, salvation work and saving the world and lifting people up and, starting like hunger around the world and, a lot of the mess and chaos is going on in the world. Y'all can put more focus on that and stuff like that. Trying to bring order to the world in itself. Since a lot of mess out here, rather than focus on the clubs and parties and stuff, you can more focus on your people together. Like, what could you do to feed the hungry, or what could you do to make farms and stuff like that, or some kind of way get land, some kind of way, like get a lot of land and have food planted on the land so that people in your city can eat and stuff like that. Or, find some kind of way where people can help them with food stamps and this and that and this and that, or some kind of self-sufficient system and, water and this, that, all kinds of basic things you can put your focus to, even if you might not even get those things done. That could be your focus. Also teaching people, people might not be ever, they might not ever be able to get off their feet, get on their feet or whatever again. So what you can focus on is teaching the people, leading them and guiding them the right way towards heaven, so that if anything happens where they die or something like that, at least they can make it back to the kingdom of heaven. So that could be your focus, biblical work. You just need somebody like a rabbi to help actually guide you to how you're really supposed to do that thing. As far as physical fitness and stuff like that, when you hold on to each other and you really start loving each other, he'll get up and start exercising and stuff. Yes, he will. You know what I'm saying? It just takes time because he's like depleted. He's dragging, surviving off of evil energy. He just chose to survive off of evil energy. So he in parties and clubs and stuff like that. But now that he got married to you, the holy energy that you got in yourself for him can start kicking them, start getting them moving. He'll start to motivate and move on his own and start losing weight and this and this and this. Because that holy energy you got in you, he can start to recycle that, from you to him, from him back to you, and then pop, pop, pop. And then what happens is love and life stretches. And once it start to stretch, you start to move, you start to lose weight, you start to exercise, and you start to, it start to manifest that the life that y'all got and the love that you got for one another is starting to stretch within you into where you start to move and like, it's not cold no more. You can start bending and moving. The ice is melting. You know what I'm saying? But when you start freezing up your life, you're losing yourself. That's what it look like. So it takes time though, yo. But it's better like that because y'all known each other your whole life. Like with the world, your whole life. Never gonna see you down and out. You're not gonna purposely try to hurt you or harm you or nothing. Like, out of here, yo. Why would your mother even choose him to be your godfather or nothing like that? And you got pictures with him and all that and all this. This is way back before time was like how it is now. No pandemics, no this, no that. Things is a mess now. Nah. So you taking extreme measures that's not even extreme. It's just like, this is not nothing against the Torah and the Most High, so we're gonna take this route. And it's not. You got my approval. And if you think that I'm not approved as a rabbi, you can go to any rabbi. But you're not. But you can go to any rabbi and you can find out that that is not what the Most High says. That is not what the scriptures is telling you that it's wrong to do that. It's not in any way telling you it's wrong to do that. Like I said, Mary, she got married at 12 and she had a baby by 15, but it wasn't even Joseph's baby. You know what I'm saying? And after that, he still took care of the Savior. It wasn't his child. It was the child of the Most High. It was a special thing that was being done. Virgin Mary and all that. She was 15 years old. So the Most High decided that she should get pregnant around the age of 14 and have the baby at the age of 15. So if the Most High decided to get her pregnant in the teenage years, so obviously it's okay. He's trying to say that when you're young, your body is vibrant. Your cells are still will activate. When you're getting pregnant, your body is still start moving back in shape and stuff. Start healing fast and stuff. Why you won't wait till you like in your 30s and crap like that when you getting old and rusty? You're trying to be tough. So I'm going to live my whole life when you already live half of your life. You promised 70 years. By the time you turn 35, that's half of 70 already. So half your life already almost over, but you want now be like, all right, now I'm going to live my life. Like, what? So it's crazy, yo. No, yo. A lot of us, don't know that stuff. Like me, I ain't know. I had to learn what the Most High really want and found that out. And I'm all old now. You know what I'm saying? And I can help other people keep them from falling, subject. You don't want no young man that ain't focused on the Most High Creator or young-minded or immature-minded. He looking at a woman. First thing he thinking is only getting a nut, not a family plan or a life plan of being married to her and what we can do together as a, and how we can survive and get through this together, and what kind of things we're going to do for the creator of salvation work and teaching the scriptures and helping people and this and this and this and that, and you going to college and business and that and this and that. You're not focused on family life and raising a child and raising children. You're not focused on none of that. You just want to get a nut, or just want you for a trophy, or make it seem cool. I just want to be with her because it's her status or some crap like that, and that's all you there for. Trophy stuff, prank stuff. Playing around. You sweet for real. You wearing skinny jeans and he not. When you're saying you can be with a man that ain't wearing skinny jeans, that really love you, you want to be with the man with the skinny jeans. Already, that's more than enough to be like, nah, I don't want to be with that guy because he got no skinny jeans, and this guy over here, he love me, he don't even wear skinny jeans. All his pants be loose. You know what I'm saying? He got actual plans and inspiration, aspiration for my life to kick me off. That's what happened with my ex-wife. She was 19. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. And I was already in my 30s. So it's like, I met her family and all this, that, and third. You could have said, oh, he want to take advantage of you. But what happened? What ended up happening? She never worked, but she had her own business. She got her own car. She got this, that. She got two. And then people felt some kind of way, that envy, that jealousy. People start coming into our life, messing our life up, seeing the love. And that's all you trying to do with them. Trying to mess their life up, seeing the love. They got married. Me and my wife, we got married too. So it's like, yo, y'all messed up for that. You're saying putting your opinions that are not biblical based or what the Most High want on people, and just be putting that and making it viral and be all on YouTube saying a whole bunch of stuff that ain't got nothing to do with what the Creator want, yo. So no, yo, they not wrong, yo. They're not. It's nothing really to say for real. She said everything about how she love him and all this and all that. Even if it could have been like she got some struggle with him, she still trusts him more than anybody else, and you can obviously see that he love her. So what is you talking about? You know what I'm saying? The baby good. Taken care of, you know what I'm saying? They good. They got a car, driving, house, and any other thing they can hold on to it. It keeps him, whatever he was doing to make ends meet, she ain't doing nothing but helping him keep the ends met. Even if he's starting to fall off, like, man, I ain't got it no more, start to slip out his hand, she come and marry him. Now, his hand grip on harder, like, I'm holding on, shorty, I got it back. You know what I'm saying? Stop playing. Like, all of that. All y'all focus on is sex, though. It's just crazy, yo. So, I wanted to go a different way with this, more biblical based, but I guess I went more real with it. What else she was saying? Oh, predators and stuff. The predator thing, like, that's an assumption too, because of the people's opinions and rules and all of this stuff. You force it so hard that people actually think that that's how things are. Like, oh, he's a predator. Like, what actually is a predator though? This is her godfather, not a predator. And then you got the guy, Carlos King, saying like, oh, people do that. They looking at your children and you don't want to be around your. That's not how it went, bro. It's not how it went. You can obviously see that's not how it went. You can obviously see that he's not into little babies and crap like that. Or little girl, like, no, that's the godfather. He's seen her go through her whole life. She pregnant. She out the house at 16 trying to survive. You know what I'm saying? What would you do? Help her. And then it just end up, wasn't really no line across. There's no biological trigger. So it just ended up that they ended up getting married, So what? You know what I'm saying? Like, you was born first and then you got Planned Parenthood. You got aborted. So you had to come back years later. But your person that you really was going to end up being with, he ended up being older than you because you had to reroute because you got aborted on some dumb crap and you came through another family and then you met up with them anyway. And the person you're supposed to be with anyway. It's just the age is so long because of the Planned Parenthood crap. People aborting children. You still got to be born. If you ain't never breathed your first breath of air, you know what I'm saying? You got aborted before that. You still got to come and be born. You got to get rerouted. You know what I'm saying? Your GPS got to reroute. You got to take that reroute. That's take like, you know what I'm saying? 12 minutes longer. Like, what? 12 minutes longer? You going to get there all late. He going to be all grown and wrinkled. And you like, dang, yo, that's my husband for real. Like, it's like that, real. That's on the spiritual side of things. That's how it is. But the people that's ruling things and running the world, they understand the stuff already. You know what I'm saying? It's just y'all don't, yo. So I got like trying to keep this thing on a base, simple mind. Got me sounding stupid a little bit. Like, I don't know what I'm talking about. But I'm used to talking about things on a more balanced level. But I gotta be stupid to y'all real quick and help y'all understand simple things, like super, super simple things. Like, nobody care about that, yo. She 18. She could have just been out there having sex, getting pregnant again at 18. And nobody would have said nothing. They just been like, dang, yo, she a single parent. You better put them on child support. First thing you said, put them on child support. Well, how about you just get a husband? You know what I'm saying? Help you take care of the child, this, that, and the third. You know what I'm saying? It's just crazy, yo. I don't know, yo. People was sounding crazy, especially Carlos King, yo. He'd be the person that I'd kill him. Like, if you try to come my way, like, feeling some kind of way, like, this my goddaughter, I known her all her life and all that, you sending people my way and all that, I would get you killed and your people. You know what I'm saying? Straight try to find you and get you killed just for talking, just for putting your stupid opinion on something. Like, what? Because I'm fat and big, yo? I come ride up, but like, you'll try to ride up on some creep up on some mess, thinking that you a secret society on some bullcrap and get you hit. I would make it my purpose to get you hit, because it's better for me to be with her or be around her in her life and stuff like that, because I'm more safe, I'm more trustworthy. Who are you? Some random guy talking on a thing. Don't know nothing about nothing. I don't know really what he look like, and I don't know how old he really. You don't know nothing, yo, but you got a lot of opinions. So, like, yo, stay out of the thing, yo. Stay behind the camera somewhere. Don't come before them. You messing somebody's life up. He's helping her life. You want to come and mess up somebody's life. Why? Because you think she pretty? You want to put your dick in her mouth? Her face real pretty? Or her butt a little fat? You want to stick it in there and bust a hard nut because you know she younger? Her pussy kind of smaller? You can, you know what I'm saying, stretch that thing out. You know what I'm saying? Lips wrapped around that thing real tight, stretching out. That's what you want? You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. You don't want to marry her, so what you caring about? You know what I'm saying? And you don't know nothing about the man. The first thing you come out your mouth is saying he want to take advantage. No, there's no balance with that. There's no balance with that. You just going one way with the thing the whole time. Oh, men take advantage. Like, yo, just shut up, yo. If he was trying to take advantage of her, he would have been took advantage of her when she was young. You know what I'm saying? That's 18 years of him knowing her. You can't pop up out of nowhere. He trying to take advantage. Like he's some random man popped up like 1 to 2 years ago. Or just randomly met her, you know, rolled up on her at some high school with some crap like, hey, how you doing, shorty? And it wasn't that thing. It's just crazy, yo. All the stuff her mother talking about, he this and that, like, she already knew that too. You know what I'm saying? Like, you didn't have sex with people who had sex with his mother and all this stuff. She understood that because probably you wanted to make it work with the Godfather because you couldn't make it with somebody. Your life messed up too. So you probably tried to make it work with the Godfather. Y'all end up having sex and it didn't work out some kind of way. And so it's like, all right, y'all cut off, but you still the Godfather. You still cool type of thing. And it just turned out like that for real. Instead of trying to be with her, you try to actually be the father. And end up getting older and she get older and y'all feeling some kind of way. The energy burning so hard every time you're around him. You want to marry him and he want to marry you. And you just like, it happens. You know what I'm saying? Only thing you focusing on, is it wrong? Is it biologically wrong? I'm not your biological father, so it's not wrong. You just know people going to say something though. And that's white people stuff. That's the slave master stuff. They put that in you to make you think it's wrong, but they do it themselves. And that's what keep them strong and keep them more overpowered than you. The only thing is that they cross the line to do incest. But that's not line crossing, yo. It's not a real biological father. If it is, then it's definitely all the way wrong. But that's not the case. It's a Godfather. So nothing really for me to say. It's the only thing that you could say about the thing being wrong. Nothing else about age and nothing like that. You know what I'm saying? You don't like nothing wrong with him, yo. Nothing don't look like nothing wrong with him, yo. He good. Like, he's just keeping his life lifted. That's what it takes. Any man could be down and out, yo. Like me. It takes a woman, yo, to keep a man going. That's what men do. We live for women. Without a woman, we can't live. Why y'all don't understand that? And women the same thing. Without a man, she can't live. She start getting depraved minded. She start losing herself. Going crazy like her mother. Start losing herself. On drugs and all this and all that. She gonna lose herself. Next thing you know, she gonna die. Go overdose of some crap. Because she don't have a loving man, a wonderful man that can take care of her and love her. You need love, yo. You need that genuine love. Marriage, sacred marriage and stuff. So a daughter, it was better that your daughter, save your daughter from the same crap that you've been going through. You know what I'm saying? Even though she's saying a lot of stuff, because people say what they say out their mouth and you don't know how people gonna take it. And then people all on you calling. How you gonna call the police? You can't call the police on a situation where you went into the courthouse and got married. How you go in the courthouse where it's people and police officers at, where's a judge at, and get married, but then call the police like, oh, is she young? Like, yo, y'all done with it. Y'all really done with it. Done with it. You got married in the system. So how you gonna call some police officers from the system to lock up people that got married in the same system? Yo, man, yo, come on, yo. It's the same law system. Like, what you talking about? And the Most High's law, which is above that, the American law system, approves of it. You're supposed to be married already by the time you turn 20. You must be married. But when you don't get married, you start getting looked at like, why you not married? Heaven start looking at you like, what's wrong with this person? You will get penalties and stuff like that. Yo, things ain't just the way it is. The Most High don't just say things just to say it, yo. You messing up the order of things. You monkey wrench in creation. You being the monkey wrench in the universe, messing up the order of things, not doing what he say. You must be married by the age of 20. When you start lingering and be like this and that and this and that, and you're gonna start getting penalties for that. It's gonna start being considered a harlot, a hoe, a prostitute. You're gonna be considered useless. You know what I'm saying? Your life won't get messed up. But when you can't, you got things in your way. The Most High try to do everything in His power to get things out of your way so that He can get you to somebody to be married to. You know what I'm saying? But when you start showing signs like, oh, hold on, shorty, marriage is the only thing you're supposed to be doing in the world. So when you start getting older and older and older, start getting curious, start having sex, why didn't you take the marriage route? But you want to take the sex route. You know what I'm saying? It'd be you, individual stuff. You just want to have sex with anybody, any dick. Or men want to put your dick in any pussy. You don't want to marry nobody. That's what it start to turn out to be. When you start resisting or start looking at marriage like, man, I'm getting too old to get married, but you just want to have sex thing. No, always go for marriage. It should be your only purpose to get married. And it just be things in your way. So the Most High be trying to get you there, helping you. You know what I'm saying? People come into your life and try to give you sexual, all that stuff. Yo, we ain't even really go through all that. But yeah, that's that, yo. I just felt some kind of way about it a little bit more. But yeah, yo, every man go through the same thing, yo. There's young women out here that look at that man, he's older and she's younger. But you really want to marry her for real because you know that you really love her and you know what's out here. You know the craziness out here. You know what I'm saying? And you can really help her life. Now, when it comes to random people coming in, you want to see what kind of man this is first and see if he would take advantage of, which is why you always need approval of the family. The mother can't feel no kind of way, really. She can't say that she don't know him. You know what I'm saying? That's her godfather. So obviously she know him. So that's not a thing of saying like he's really a bad guy or nothing like that. You wouldn't even why would you make a bad guy the godfather of your daughter? Why would you do that? No. So that's a play. That's a play. But other men that's just coming in, you want to approve them first. Like even a young man popping up. Who's this young man? You don't know nothing about the young man. What kind of head he got on the shoulders and stuff like that. You don't know nothing about him. Or he lazy, a bum. He don't take care of himself and this and that. Like even to the most basic, he a dirty young boy and stuff. He trashy. He don't clean up. He's like, what? You focus on fun things all the time or just having fun all the time. And you want to focus on girls and going to the mall or some bull crap like that. But when it comes to your personal life, it's a mess. You're a trashy person. You don't wash up, don't clean yourself, don't wash your own stuff, don't know how to take care of yourself, don't know how to take nothing. You don't know how to take care of yourself, yeah? You're still trying to learn how to take care of yourself on a basic level of home stuff before you can even talk about getting married to somebody and going out there into the world with somebody. Focusing on the outside world when your home ain't even straight. You couldn't even have peace in your house for the life of you. House gonna be a mess, always arguing, fussing and fighting, no order, no peace, no nothing. When you sit down and think, you thinking about other girls and parties and clubs. When an older man that got his head on straight sit down and think, especially a pious, we just talking about a more mature man. A pious man is way better. But a more mature man is going to sit down there and be thinking how he can get more money to take care of himself. He's thinking about responsible things in whatever way that he can keep surviving and living. You know what I'm saying? And then you got the moral man that's thinking about morality. You know what I'm saying? He's sometimes this, sometimes that. Then you got the pious man of the Most High, 24/7. All he think about is the Most High and biblical things. You know what I'm saying? And that's what God is like. It's a little bit better. You know what I'm saying? But you get way more opposition, and your life could it can go from 0 to 100 with a holy man of the Most High. It can go from 0 to 100 if you don't got the right kind of woman or the right kind of people in your life. It can go from 0 to 100 real quick, or from 100 to 0 real quick. Where's everything good and all that, and then bam, everything fall off that quick. You know what I'm saying? Because somebody messed up or something like that. So understand there's levels to this, yo. Paint people's opinions, whatever. I don't know, yo. I don't know. People be feeling how they feel about those things, but secretly. And they'll say those things behind your back because they know that you will confront them about those things. But they themselves know that they should not even feel that way or be trying to call police or trying to look into anything. They know that they should not. Or else if they really was wrong, you would be able to confront them about it. If they really was wrong or there really was a problem. You yourself that feel that way should go and confront them about the problem that you feel that it is. You know what I'm saying? So obviously there's no problem. You know what I'm saying? Some people hard to reach, blah, blah, blah. We get that, but still, yo. You can't overlook what somebody's saying and belittle people. Like, You looking at her because she's 18, you belittling the things that she say. Oh, she's immature and this and that and this and that. But really, if she was that immature, the things that she's saying in her mouth would not be wise. She's saying a lot of wise things, a lot of purposeful things. But you looking at the video, looking at her talking about how she love him and this and that and this and that, and how she got a head on her shoulders and going to school and college, everything's getting better for her since she been with him. And then you listen to that and then hit the video and pause it and then say something like, see, you know, he just trying to take advantage and this and that and this and that and this and that, and he hiding. And like, how could you say that after she done said all of that? You know what I'm saying? There's nothing that you can say. But you're going to say, oh, to call the police and be like, oh, he taking advantage of her. And she's the one that's defending him. It's not going to work that way. You go take it to court. Young woman, did he hurt you or harm? And like, that's what's going to happen. You're going to ask her. And she's right there defending him, saying in detail what it is, why she's with him and stuff. So you can feel no kind of way. If you still feel this kind of way, you are 100% a hater. You're envious. You want what he got. You know what I'm saying? But you don't got it because you feel like you more pretty and beautiful and more fit and six-packed out. He got somebody that love him. Whereas though you all always in the gym, six-packed out, ain't got nobody like what he got. You know what I'm saying? And he's like, you know what I'm saying? You mad that he got love and all you get is just the women that just want to get fucked and then leave you there, take your money and all that. So it's crazy, yo. Just keep your mouth to yourself, yo. If you don't know what the Most High really want for people on a global scale, everybody in the planet, you don't know what he approves of and qualify of or say is right and wrong. You're just saying anything, yo. But no, they're not wrong, yo. Only thing you focusing on is biology. You know what I'm saying? That's it. You're not really focused on age. He don't look like he's in the, you know, super crippled up to the point where he's wrinkled up and about to die tomorrow or something like that. You know what I'm saying? It's not that. You know, he's just an older man. He's slower and things like that, but he's still good. You know what I'm saying? The love that she give to him could get him back on his toes. You know what I'm saying? He could become like one of those 40-something, 50-something year old fit men. Like you got these grandpas out here that be lifting weights and be all six-packed out and crap like that. They living off evil energy, yo. That's how they doing it. They're eating evil energy. They're evil for real. So they still fit. You black, you fit as ever, six-packed out and all that, and you still vibrant, talking about life good and all that. But you black? No, yo, you eating off of evil energy. You are evil in some kind of way because your life is way too good. You're too fit. You got way too much energy to be out here too uppity. You too uppity like ain't no problems in life, even though you know it is. So no, yo, it's evil energy. But when you don't eat off evil energy, you're going to see what you saw. A man that's kind of chubby, big and stuff like that, holding on, barely getting through, and you find somebody that you love, they get you back on your feet. You just hope it don't go from 100 to 0 to what is going to break you. You know what I'm saying? But that's how it is with the Most High. You got to stay focused on the straight path. If not, you're going to fall off and it's going to go back downhill again instantly. With evil people, you can kind of hang on. It's different for y'all. Anyway, with that said, I'm going to let it go, yo, because there's more opinions that's probably going to come out about that thing and feelings and emotions. But like I said, we can go straight 100% biblical with that thing and shut you straight up. And ain't nothing you can say about that was back then. We don't want to hear that was back then, yo. Like, even in the scriptures itself, in Isaiah chapter 4, verse 1, they tell you that the day will come where 7 women will bake their bread in one man's oven. There will be 7 women on one man. The day will come. He didn't say that was then. Like, the day will come means that's the future. The women will be able to take care of themselves, but they will hold on to that man as their husband because they need the security. They need to be covered for, spoken for. You know what I'm saying? They need to make it to the kingdom of heaven, and you can't make it having no husband. You know what I'm saying? When you don't have an excuse to not have one. So, with that said, they're going to understand this thing, and they're going to search for a man. So, what they're trying to say is that many women will come, or women from all over the world. Every nation is going to be coming to one Hebrew man. So that's what it meant. 7 women, 7 nations, 7 nations, 7 colors of the rainbow, 7 nations, 70 languages. So it's many dialects and things like that of 7 nations. So you got 70 languages. But women of each nation of the 7 original are going to come and cleave to one holy man and be like, yo, we need you, we need you. All these women speak different languages and stuff, but they need that one man to stay alive. So that's what's happening. Men is going to start having a lot of women that they married to, like King Solomon, King David and stuff. They're going to be having a lot of women that they married to because there's no men out. The men are not men anymore, yo. Like, bunch of, like, what the heck? It's like you have no protectors. It's the only way the world to stand alive and protected from Satan is because you got strong men that can protect your spiritual. So you can live in peace on physical life and be like, ain't nothing going on and stuff. But when you start losing men, you have no strong people to protect you from Satan. So everybody start getting tossed around and messed up. You start getting cuts and demons and bruises on your back. All this crazy stuff start happening to your life, get messed up and stuff like that. But still, yo, the day will come. So that means in the future. So people saying that was back then when you had multiple wives. Like, yo, that said the day will come in the future where women will be able to take care of themselves and not have a need of a man. That's today. So stop saying stuff is back in the day, yo. And it also say return to the ancient paths. You're saying not, oh, that was back then. No, yo. Understand, yo. The Most High, nobody talking about. Gave us rules to follow. We just ended up in slavery and forgot ourselves and lost our identity. So now we treating our own information, our own laws like that was something from back then. Like, so you love being a slave, yo? No, go back to your roots. Go back to who you are. Come back to the Most High. And we'll be restored as a nation of people. But instead of making excuses like that was something back then for real, we don't do that no more because you feeling some kind of way. Because you was raised a certain kind of way and you just can't see it differently. Because you got hot-wired. Miseducated. You need to relearn. Re-educate yourself on what is and what is not of the Most High Creator. They not wrong, yo. So with that said, I'm going to let it go.